guys, and welcome back to another video. My name's Destiny. I do book things here, and today we have a haul. This haul is an Amazon and my book of the month for this month. So me and my beautiful self decided that I was listening to a book, which I'll go into a little more on audio, and I decided I needed it physically. Like, I needed it physically now. And so I placed an Amazon order. And that's what you're gonna see. Impulse buying is a thing, and the one book I bought that I was listening to was not an impulse buy, but the rest of it definitely was, and I'm learning to be okay with that. So let's start with my book of the month. So this month for book of the month, they usually do 5 picks. They now have 7. I'm holding the other 2 fingers up where you can't see them. 7 picks. And I was stuck between 2 different ones. The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I almost went with that one, but then I started looking up and I realized that the last book I read by Lucy Foley, which was The Guest List, I didn't really care for it. I gave it 3 stars. And so I decided to give a new author, somebody who I've not read before, a chance. And I had heard that her other book, think it tells me here. Oh, The Sundown Motel. People, from what I had heard on different on BookTube and Bookstagram, that it was really good. It was really well received. It was actually a book of the month at 1.2. And so I decided to pick up The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. This is a thriller, so I honestly know nothing about it. I don't like to go in my thrillers knowing too much. But I honestly picked this up because I wanted to see what it was like, what it would be about, what it's about. Obviously, I wanted to know the story. And the Book of Cold Cases just struck my eye, and I believe, the tagline was, "Some crimes come back to haunt you. A true crime blogger gets more than she bargained for while interviewing the woman acquitted for 2 cold case slayings in this chilling new novel." Literally, she's interviewing a killer and may end up getting killed herself. Like, that's why I picked it up. I remember reading that tagline. I'm sorry, I just did my hair and I have hair falling out. But I remember reading that tagline on the Book of the Month app and decided I had to have this. I will leave my link listed below. You can definitely get your own subscription. I believe the first month is $9.99 a month. I do get a free credit when you use that, just FYI. I'm not affiliated with them. They don't know me. They aren't aware of me or my YouTube channel, but I do this monthly now, and I am honestly so far loving it. So now, let me move that to a different space. Now, to the Amazon haul. The culprit for me placing said Amazon haul was A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. I actually have a whole review up on my channel for this one. It was a 5-star read that I needed in my hands. I was listening to this audibly, and there were quotes into some of these chapters that really were throwing my brain off. Like, I didn't understand how it was formatted, and I needed to see it in the actual book, so I bought the book. The next one I added to that list was the Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I had started this one from the library, and they needed it back, and it's really been, I think, on backlist because I can never find it in the actual library itself. So went ahead and bought it. I guess I should give you a synopsis. So this one's about Felicity, whose best friend died last year at the end of the fall semester. She skips out in the spring semester to get her head straight, goes back to school in fall, and stuff starts happening. Does have to do witchcraft, LGBT representation, violence is talked about in this a lot. So if you're really, really sensitive to violence, I wouldn't pick this one up. It's not bloody or anything like that. It's just they do talk about murdering people in this one. This one, all I know is it has to do with secret societies, college, and raising the dead, basically, from what I understand. The back says a tale of power, privilege, dark magic, and murder among an Ivy League elite. I started this and absolutely was very, very much enjoying it, but it was due back to the library, so I went ahead and turned it back in because I wasn't reading it as fast as I thought I should, and I haven't been able to get my hands on it, so here we are. Next, I have All These Stars Have Teeth by Adeline Grace. I have seen this everywhere. Everyone's been loving it. My library doesn't have it, so here we are. Actually, I'm not going to repeat that line. None of these, except one, my library has, so I bought them. And the one I bought is actually back there on that nightstand. I'm going to return it to the library today when I go out to grocery shop, because I keep checking it out and not getting around to it. It took me a while to get around to the first one. So yeah. This one though is, I honestly have just seen this everywhere and everybody seems to love it. I know it has to do with mermaids and pirates. That's really all I know. The tagline says, a princess, pirate, stowaway mermaid, the crew makes the queen. That's all I really know. Again, I've seen it everywhere. I've seen people absolutely loving it, so I really haven't, it's been on my want to read for a while, so here we are. Next is a sequel. This is the sequel to These Witches Don't Burn, which is This Covenant Won't Break. This is a sapphic we have a sapphic main character, and if I'm right, the first one had to do with a murder. It's been a while since I've read These Witches Won't Burn. I loved it. I did give it 4 stars, and I've been wanting to continue with the rest of the series, which I believe there's a 3rd one, according to what I just saw. It does say the spell won't last, so I think there's a 3rd one, maybe. Possibly. But I have read the first one. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. This one had been on my list. Library doesn't have it. Here we are. I know we follow Hannah, and Hannah has issues with the fact that she's a witch, which no one can know, and her ex-girlfriend, who is also a witch, and I believe people start dying. Yes, I'm right. People start dying, and she's trying to figure out who was killing said people, and really it's witches are dying. So that's what the first one's about. This is a continuation, so I won't go into it any more than that. The next one on this list is one that, guys, I've been trying to get my hands on forever, and I feel like doing a Books on Lala vlog reading books with pinnacles on the cover, because These Witches Don't Burn, there's a pinnacle right there. And this one, The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, has a pinnacle on it as well. And then I have one other one, The Merciless. It's about a possession. It has a pinnacle on it. So that may be coming your way. I may start reading books with pinnacles on them. I think that would be a lot of fun. I know Kayla is doing books with bunnies on the cover, because she's never given a book with a bunny on the cover less than 5 stars. I think it'd be so much fun to do pinnacles. But anyways, so this is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. I know that 2 centuries ago, 3 sisters were drowned, and now they come out each summer. They steal the bodies of 3 girls and drown and seek their revenge and murder boys. That's literally all I know. I have heard so many good things about this book and have never been able to get my hands on it, and I've never really justified spending money on myself. It's a thing for me. I will spend my money on everybody else, including the tiny little human who's not here. But I don't spend money on myself very often, and so when I decided to place an Amazon order, I knew this had to be on my list. So, I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to get into it. I have heard so many people talk about how good this book is, and so I need to know what my thoughts are, and I need it in my life. Next is the one book the library did have, but I keep checking out and not reading it, and I already own the first one. I really want to go into the second one, and I just I haven't made the time, to be honest. My attention has not been on my reading lately, so we're changing that, but it's slow going. So this one is the Crave by Tracy Wolf. Or no, excuse me, this is Crush. Crave is the first one. This is Crush. Crave is about Grace, and gosh, guys, I went into Crave absolutely clueless. Last year I went to Books in a Million for the first time and picked up Crave and decided I was going to read it. I went clueless. When I say clueless, you should see my annotations, because I was like, wait a minute, hold on, she's missing clues here that I'm picking up on. And so once I got like 200 pages through the book, I decided to read the front flap and realized, oh, that's what's going on here. I'm right. My dumbass just didn't read the synopsis. And I highly suggest doing that. Like, I am down for not reading a synopsis of a book and just picking it up because everybody says it's good and seeing what you think. Because I did that and absolutely loved it and it was so much more fun for me. That is why I'm awful at giving synopsis, because I try not to read them. And if I do read them, I try to forget them immediately, because it's so much fun going to a book not knowing anything. But so in that favor, I'm going to give you the briefest synopsis for Crave. Crave follows Grace. Grace's parents just recently passed, and now she is going to Alaska to live with her uncle and cousin in a boarding school. Her uncle is he runs the boarding school, basically. He's like the principal. And her cousin just goes. And so she is doing the same. And crap starts to happen around her. She ends up meeting a cast of characters. Obviously, we're talking about a book here. And things start happening to her, and she's slowly trying to figure it out and struggling to do it. If you enjoyed Twilight, like if you were a Twilight stan back in the day, you will love Crave. It's funny. It pokes fun at Twilight in a way that honestly made me laugh out loud multiple times. Grace is a little stupid to what's going on around her, and if you go in blind as I did, you'll be yelling at her by the time she figures it all out. And even then she doesn't figure it out, somebody has to tell her. But it's so good. And this is the second one. It's the continuation. The first one lives on a really big cliffhanger, and I have read the first chapter of this. I need to know more. I need to know more. I need to know where this goes. I need to know if she figures things out for herself or what happens. I need to know the rest, and so I bought the book. Next is another one I've been trying to get my hands on and have never been able to. And that is A Curse So Dark and Lovely by Bridget Kimmer. I have seen everyone talk about this. But again, could never get my hands on it. The library doesn't have it. So all of these have been ones that are just Thrift Books doesn't have them, or they're expensive, more expensive than Amazon. So that's one of the reasons. I'm honestly excited to get into this because I've heard so many good things. And guys, I guess I should say this, I love paperback books. Honestly, all these were supposed to be paperback. I did not realize I got Crush and A Lesson in Vengeance and hardback. I prefer paperback books. It's just my own, I like the floppiness of them. So yeah. This one, honestly, all I know is that they have to fall in love to break a curse. And back circa 2018, 2019, everyone was talking about it and loving it when it came out. Yeah, I was right, 2019. And so I'm excited to finally figure out what the hype is about and see if I feel the same way, because I'm excited, guys. I really am. Next is one that I went ahead and ordered, and I have been reading her backlist and loving them, so I figured why not, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. If you have been keeping up with me, I have recently read Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and then Days of Blood and Starlight recently, and I loved them. I gave them 5 stars. I actually really enjoy Lainey's writing. So I know I had never really heard about those at all, but I had heard of Strange the Dreamer, and I know that I have seen a couple, maybe one. I can only think of one off the top of my head who did not like this at all. They read it but did not like it at all. Everyone else seems to love it, and I want to see where I fall on that. I know it has to do with Dream Chose a Dreamer. I know it has to do with mental or chronic illness and her going to maybe a separate world, and her chronic illness isn't a thing, like she's an alien, I think. Again, I really go into books blind. As you can tell, I'm not good at this, but I am excited to read this. I've heard everybody talk about how much they love it, and I want to see my thoughts. And then lastly, but not least, the one I may be the most excited for is Blood and Honey by Shelby Moran. Guys, I resisted this series for a really long time. I did not want to read this. Let me not lie to you. I did not want to because of the hype. So many people have been loving this. I have seen all kinds of merch for it. I love watching unboxings, even though I don't get the box. I love watching unboxings. They're like so much fun for me. So I've watched like my favorite YouTubers get excited that they're getting merch for the series, and I had never picked it up. So I've decided, okay, it's time. Let me go ahead and pick up Serpent and Dove. I remember placing an Amazon order. I ordered it and Gideon the Ninth, which I have not gotten to. It's on my April TBR though. And so I figured I'll give Serpent and Dove a try. I probably am not gonna like it. It's okay if I don't like it. It's fine. Like, it may be a little bit of a controversy, but it'll be fine. I was wrong. I loved every minute of it, and when it ended, I just wanted this in my hands. My library has the third one, which is Gods and Monsters, but they did not have Blood and Honey or Serpent and Dove at all. I was just like, are you, what? They have it, let me explain. They have it on they have it on the ebook, so that may be an option for you if you know where I'm from and are looking to read any of these. They may have it on ebook. My Libby is set up where it's only audio because it kills my eyes to read on any electronic device. I have not found one yet I can read on. I've tried an iPad, I've tried Kindle Paperwhite, I've tried them all. They all give me a headache and I don't know why. So either audibly or physically in my hand. So I know they have Blood and Honey and Serpent and Dove on ebook. But I can't do the ebook, so I went ahead and bought it. I will say that my Amazon damaged this one in Strange the Dreamer just a little bit because of where it was sitting. So, yeah, but I'm so excited for this. I'm over the moon excited for this because guess what? I get it. I got it. It's in my hands. I can read it, and I'm so excited. If you don't know what the series is about, it is about basically a witch has to marry a witch hunter, and he does not know she's a witch. Our main character, Lou, ends up in a situation where either she marries the witch hunter and survives, or she dies. Like, that's literally the situation she's left in. And it kind of takes off from there. She ends up marrying Reed. And Reed, who's very serious about his vows and very serious about his job, tries to make things work. Well, of course, things blow up. And yeah, so that's literally it. It's so good. And it's definitely a witch. The witch had to marry the witch hunter, and one knows, one doesn't. So Lou does go into this marriage knowing Reed's a witch hunter and that she's a witch, and that he very well is probably going to find her out because, of course, they're married. Like, they're married. And doesn't know if he's going to kill her or if he's going to honor his vow. Like, she has no clue. And Reed just knows that he cannot marry the woman he loves because he is madly in love with someone else. He cannot marry the woman he loves. He has to now marry this girl, because of allegations she has made, and now it's stuck with her for the rest of his life. And that's where the story takes off from. Guys, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. If you've not read this series, I highly recommend it. And the last one I'm going to mention in this haul, even though I didn't get it with these orders or any of that, is, give me just a second here. That is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. The vlog has not come out yet when this is coming out. I got this on release day, and I've already finished it. My tabbies, which I'm so excited about, which I'm going to film a video on how I annotate and how I tab, because I have changed it recently. But I have it in my hands. That vlog's gonna be interesting for you guys, because when I finished this, I just sat and stared at it for an hour and a half, and then I ended up going in the bathroom and talking to you guys about it because the baby was asleep and I didn't want to wake her up by turning lights on. I need the next one. I love this so much, and if I could time travel, I would just time travel till next year, and so I could have the next one, because I need it. In that vlog, I even say that Miss Maas can have my second-born child, not my firstborn, because I'm really attached to that one. But she can have my second-born child if she just gives me the next book. Like, I will trade you baby for book, because I need it. And if you have finished this book in Sarah J. Maas trash like I am, you understand why I say that, because I need the next one. My soul has been ripped out, and I would like my soul back, please. Guys, I honestly, when I finished Silver Fire, that's it, right? I'm right, aren't I? Hold on. Silver Flames. When I finished Court of Silver Flames, I didn't feel this way. Like, don't be wrong. If Miss Maas stopped that series there, I'd be fine. I would love Elaine's story, but I was okay with Nesta's. Like, I was good. This, I need the next one. Like, this is as bad as Emperor of Storms was for me, because I have not finished Thorn of Glass yet. I am currently reading Tower of Dawn, and if you're watching this video and you have read that book, please leave me some encouragement to finish it, because I am dredging through it right now. I'm at page 200 and could care less about this story, and I'm just reading it so I can get to the last one, because I know everyone says it like wraps everything in a bow. It's awesome. No, it's not jiving with my brain. But I am reading it. My library does not have the audiobook, sadly, because that would make it a lot easier, but meh. I'm sledging that, so leave me encouragement. But this one, Miss Maas, I need the next book. How you gonna lay that on us and just end the book? Please explain it to me. And not to mention that last chapter too. How are you just gonna lay that on us and then not give us another 100 pages to explain yourself? I need to know. I need the next one. But I did get this in my hands, and I have finished it, and yeah, there will be a full review, guys. There will be a full review for this one shortly after this video comes up. It will be full of spoil filled, because I need a rant. So yeah, but those are all the books that I've acquired in the month of March so far. I am not planning on acquiring any more for a while, so this is gonna be your last haul for a mean minute. I'm on a book buying ban after doing this, because I really need to read what's on my shelves. The only thing I'll probably acquire in the next like 6-7 months, it would be my book of the month, and I'll probably roll those all into one video once I have like 10, like I say 10, but maybe 5 or 6. I'll roll those in. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Let me know below, what are you reading? Tell me about it. Are you feeling the need to rant? Leave it below. I would love to hear it, or read it rather. yeah, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.